Field.
All right, boys and girls, here we go. It is the return of Kevin Lee. Kick to the body from Fakhretdinov. And a good inside leg kick there from Rinat. And the left hand upstairs. And there's a 1-2 and a left hook. And Kevin Lee getting pieced up a little early here. Good body kick there from Fakhretdinov. Oh! And Lee is down! He gets floored! This fight could be over quickly at this point. And Lee tried to get back up. That is a Thai guillotine. Oh my goodness, Lee might be out. Kevin Lee. Herb Dean's trying to get in there to see. And Lee is unconscious! And just like that, Rinat Fakhretdinov destroys Kevin Lee in his attempted return to the UFC. Wow! Not a good day for the Motown phenom. Orange Brom here, ready when you are. What's up, Robert? What's going on, Phil D? Wow, what a beast. I love this guy so much. Been a fan for a while, says Robert. Kevin Lee doesn't know what hit him, but he's got him. Oh, he's about to be pissed here in a minute when he figures out what happened.
Lee's face landed that beautiful right hand.
Damn.
1-2 comes in it immediately.
Yeah, he got floored with that right hand.
Over the jab of Kevin Lee.
It was right on the left side of the jaw. Floors Kevin Lee. And then Rinat sinks on this guillotine. That is tight. That's a Peruvian necktie, I believe, actually. When it's that tight, because he goes around under the chin and then it comes, around the other side and closes this. Just like a necktie. I'm at the beach right now with the fam. Cheers. Cheers, Phil. I wasn't sure if there was going to be a lot of people this week, so, I decided I'd go with something gimmicky, like a USA versus USSR thumbnail. Try to get people excited.
Rinat Gladiator Fakhretdinov!
I'm here with the winner, Rinat Fakhretdinov. My word, talk about impressive.
55 seconds of the first, and if that's the start of US versus USSR, USSR's up by 1.
Easily.
Вы не забывайте, что мы новое поколение, мы здесь лучшие бойцы. Кевин, огромное уважение. Очень сильный боец, очень сильный
20-fight win streak. After being 1-1, he won his next 20 fights. Hey, Josh in the house. Happy 4th of July weekend, brother.
Yeah, you have to remember that we're the new generation. We're the best fighters around here. I have nothing but respect for Kevin Lee. He's a great fighter. I specifically studied him. I watched his tapes. I made sure to educate myself on him. I watched that Gillespie knocked out day in and day out. I had his picture that I looked at all the time. Hey, who was over there that said that I had boring fights? What you gonna say now?
Well, in the past you have won twice by decision, but there was nothing boring about that. I mean, I thought
2 decisions in 23 fights, and people were calling him boring.
I mean, come on. I think we have a contender on our hands.
God, MMA fans are hilarious. I know. I'm sure. I'm one of these that can be a bit petty sometimes too. I think I've kind of called out fighters and been like, "Yeah, this fighter's boring" or whatever, and then like I really think about it, and I was like, "Oh, that was just kind of, kind of just a little personal." Like they, like they had a few fights that were boring to me, and then all of a sudden I got in my mind that they were boring when they really weren't. So Rinat's not boring. We'll get that out of the way. Not that any of you thought he was. What's up? Cheers, Josh, Robert. I was about to go fishing with nephew and new stoner buddy named Dalton. I met him first night at Roger my brother's, taking guys with me and watching fights on tablet on the dock as well. All right, man. Well, hey, if you gotta go to go fishing though, Robert, I don't want you to destroy your tablet and drop it in the water or something. It's okay, man. I understand. You got to take a break from us, but I appreciate it if you bring us with you. I appreciate that too, but don't wreck your tablet, man. Happy 4th. Felt about to storm here at the beach. Heading home. I'll be back soon. Oh man, I hate going out to the beach and it starts storming and raining. Because obviously that's not the best time to be there, but yeah, sometimes it happens. That's the beast. That's the ocean. The beauty and the beast. You get the beauty or you get the beast, and today, Phil, I guess you got the beast. Sorry, man. I'll be here. I'm a diehard fan. It's a dock with wooden benches and a rail with with cables. It will be safe. All right, good deal, man. Yeah, just wouldn't want you to see you lose your lucky tablet. There's not one more fight before the main card starts, is there? No, okay. I was going to say, I thought Lee versus Fakhretdinov was the last fight in the prelims. That's why I wanted to start streaming then. And I took a nap after work. This is why I ended up postponing this by about 10-15 minutes. Took a nap after work and I set my alarm for 2:30 p.m. And I thought I did. Apparently I set it for 2:30 a.m. and luckily I woke up. But I woke up like 4 minutes before I was supposed to be live, so. Yeah, West Coast or East Coast, Phil. We definitely get our share of rain at the ocean here on the West Coast. We used to go to, well, sometimes we still do. Obviously, this year we won't, but we used to go to Long Beach, Washington, every year. It's actually the longest beach in the world. And the numbers haven't gotten back up in a while since COVID, but I remember at its height when there was easily 100,000 people at this beach. And we would go there almost every year, and it was just a huge party. There was even people that brung out they brung out a boxing ring. But before you get too excited, they used this boxing ring to have their like dancing. So people would get on there and they would dance inside this boxing ring. And then they had like another stage for a live band, and then they would play music and stuff. But, it was a good time. It went with the fireworks really well. Here you see Sean Strickland, over 6 significant strikes per minute. That is very significant because it's the 4th highest rate in middleweight history. 3 of the top 8 single fight significant strike totals ever have came from Sean Strickland. What's up, Yup Johnson? Oh, Lee got smoked, man. Lee got hit with a big shot He got hit with a big right hand on the left side of the jaw, floored him, and then Fakhretdinov sunk in. I think it's the Peruvian necktie. I know if I have more people in, people kind of give me crap if I get something wrong. But I'll do this with you guys. It's like where you go down for the guillotine, but you close it up all the way. You know, kind of, and then it's kind of hard to show from this angle on myself, but I think you guys you get what I'm going for here. It's basically a closed guillotine. And Kevin Lee did not tap, and he was out. And Herb Dean had to come in and fill him and tell Rinat to let go, and Lee just dropped. So not a great return to the UFC for Kevin Lee, unfortunately. I hope it's not his last fight. I'm sure as far as the UFC, they didn't bring him back for just one fight. I know Dana White still likes Kevin Lee. He's still got some respect for him. I mean, he would have brought him back if he didn't like him. But I'm sure he'll get, a few more fights. He's not going to get dropped over one loss. He better be a lot more ready than he was tonight, though. And I was looking at this card and I was like, man, betting wise, I don't really like this card. I didn't end up betting on any of the fights either, and I have a ton of betting slips sitting here. Some of them that are still waiting to go to the casino that are already winners, and then some of them for next week's event, and even a few fights after that. I just went through a month's worth of fight as much as I could, was available to bet, and kind of tried to cherry pick what I thought were the best odds out of there, and none of it was from this card. None of it was from this card. If I was going to bet on two fights on this card, though, I would have bet on Rinat Fakhretdinov. And I know that's easy to say now. The other one I would have bet on was Alexander Romanov over Blagoy Ivanov. And I haven't even seen what happened in that fight, but I believe that fight is over because I think it was the first fight of the event. I'm actually just looking at that right now. Would I have it cashed? Yes. Alexander Romanov for a unanimous and I'm sure boring decision over Blagoy Ivanov. Earlier in action. If you don't want spoilers to what's happened on the prelims up to this point, I'm going to give you a second to kind of pause it or look away from the screen, mute it or something, and look away because I'm going to bring it up as well. I'm going to bring up this card, what we've been through so far on the screen, because I don't even know what happens yet. So you guys can give me your thoughts on these ones if you watched the prelims. If you didn't and you plan on going back to watch them, as I said, maybe look away for a minute here because I'm about to spoil those events. Man, glad you were on after that. On that. Other channels are trash. What's up, PR? Thank you. Glad to have you here, man. All right, let's go to the bottom of the card, and I'm truly a bottom of the card when I seen this. I can't lie. I wasn't real excited about this fight. Alexander Romanov and Blagoy Ivanov. No surprise on my end that it goes to decision. Romanov ends up getting the decision. As I was mentioning, this is only one of two fights I was interested in betting on the entire card. I didn't end up betting on any of them. Luana Carolina of Brazil defeats Ivana Patriotic of Norway by decision. Elvis Brenner gets a knockout, gets the first finish of the night over Georgia's Guram Kutateladze. 3:17 of the third. The wife of UFC hard-hitting phenom Thiago Santos. Thiago over there in PFL, I believe now, though. Yana Santos, she drops a split decision to Carol Rosa of Brazil. What's up, PBR Street Gang? Happy 4th of July weekend. Joe Anderson Brito making quick work of Weston Wilson. That looks like the highlight of the prelims so far. 254 of the first. As I mentioned, I didn't watch it. The only fight I've watched so far was Rinat and Kevin Lee. And Rinat Fakhretdinov catches Kevin Lee, floors him with a big right hand, and then sinks in the Peruvian necktie. Brings Kevin Lee to unconsciousness in under a minute, 55 seconds to be exact, and that gets us to the main card, where here in a minute we're going to have a couple of top middleweights, Bruno Ferreira and Nursultan Ruziboev of Uzbekistan. Then you got Brazil versus France, Ismail Bonfim. Everybody's watching this guy. Okay, if I was going to bet 3 fights, Ishmael would be the next one against Benoit Saint-Denis. Don't take my advice on any of these this week, though, guys. I did not study these fights. I didn't put any of my own bets in this week. Triple B walking the lake, can't text and walk. I'll be right back. Walking the lake, can't text and walk. All right. Thank you, Robert. I see odds almost even for the co-main. Damir Ismagulov against Grant Dawson. Aaron Lipski returns against Melissa Gatto of Brazil. Gatto a minus 165 favorite. Max Griffin, seems like we just seen him. Quick turnaround for him. Taking on Ecuador's Michael Morales, who's almost a 2-1 favorite. And there's that co-main event like we talked about. Those odds have moved in a little bit for Grant Dawson. I think Ismagulov is now a minus 125, and Grant Dawson's an even plus 100. But we still got a U.S. versus Kazakhstan, which is part of the former USSR here, in the co-main. And then the main event, Abus Magomedov and Sean Strickland. And those odds have moved in a bit. Strickland now a minus 150 favorite. Magomedov a plus 130 dog. So UFC, not the quickest to update their site and their odds and things, but you guys know that because I'm sure you guys have spent some time on the UFC's website and know that it's not the greatest site. All right, guys, we got just a few minutes until the main card starts. What's everybody doing this 4th of July weekend, though? I know Phil was out at the beach. Robert's out on a boat. Robert's walking up to a boat to go fishing, but he's got his tablet with him. So I guess he's taking us all on a fishing trip. Me, the wife, and the youngest, my daughter over in Eastern Washington, she's over there helping her with some just adult things. She's 21 years old. She's, just kind of helping her get paperwork stuff done. Like she was having an issue finding the right doctor and just some different errands and stuff around town, helping her with the house, helping her with her business. I'm very proud of her because she's working, she's going to school, but she's also running a business. She's an entrepreneur like her father. She's over there at the Spokane swap meet, or farmer's market actually. So if you know anybody in the Spokane area, Thursday, she'll be there selling local goods at the Spokane farmer's market. And there is Abus Magomedov. He has entered the building. I couldn't decide whether I wanted to pull the trigger on Strickland versus Magomedov or not. That's an unpredictable fight. It's hard to bet against Sean Strickland, period. The guy's very good. He lands so many shots. I think there is a definite possibility that Magomedov takes him down and smothers him and wins most of the rounds. But I think there's also a chance that, Strickland puts him out on the end of his jab, is able to stop most of the takedowns, and just beats him up tonight with volume. So if I have to lean one way or the other, I say Abus Magomedov, but I'm not confident. I'm not very confident on that pick. So definitely wouldn't advise you guys to take the pick. All right, guys, I am going to walk downstairs just for a minute. I'm going to go grab our inaugural beer for the stream and pour some booze. Hey, good win? Okay. You laying down? Oh, okay. I'm going to stream for about 3 hours. Do you want to get back up then, or you can stay asleep? Yeah? I got about 7:30. What do you want for dinner? I can order pizza. I can go out and get some. We can make something here. I can pizza? Where from? South Lake, Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut. Okay. I'll just order something on the phone from Pizza Hut. Alright. I'll call you or text you when I'm about 30 minutes from being done. So you can wake up. Alright, look. Now, I have been off work for a few hours. Took a little nap, but when you're at work, guys, especially on a hard, long day, today wasn't the longest, but it still applies here. And you're at work and you're sweating and you're working your ass off, and all that's on your mind is the taste of that first ice cold beer when you walk through the door, that your lady's gonna have that in her hands and she's gonna pass it off or already have it poured in a glass for you, or you're just going to walk up and pour it yourself. But here we go. We pour these booze. I was in such a hurry to pour beer the last time I did this. I ended up with way too much head, so I'll give it a second to do it right now. I don't want a fist full of foam. We pour these booze and we drink these booze because they are yummy. Down the whole bitch olas and happy 4th of July weekend. Cheers. First taste of beer. After work, always great. Nothing beats it. Morales hasn't fought yet. What's up, Eddie Alvarez? Haven't seen you in a while, brother. He is, I think, a couple fights deep into this main card. Hell yeah, brothers. PBR. What's up, my man? PBR. Russian independence? What the hell? Sorry, Denvater. Sorry, man. I can explain. I have no issue with my Russian brothers. I have many people have mentioned that I look a bit Russian myself, and maybe there's some Russian down the line in my family. I don't know, but it's 4th of July weekend, man. And Rocky 1980 hockey team. It's just a fucking tradition, man. I don't know what to say. I'm sorry if anyone's offended. Ice Cold Fox, what's up, my man? Let's go. Torm Brad in the house. Hey, having a good time watching fights with my friends, man. All right, first fight of the main card here coming up. So, please don't take that personal. Hey, it's our Independence Day, guys. It's you know, sometimes it's gonna get a bit dicey. I know the Russians people are strong people, and they can take a joke. Magomedov is German, but heck yeah. So he left Russia. He's actually not German. He is representing Germany. He left Russia to train in Germany. He talked about that actually in an interview with Sherdog. I'll be honest, I didn't read the interview. So all I did was I wanted to look up to make sure that he was born in Russia, that I was correct on that. So I went back and fact-checked that to make sure, you know, yeah, it wasn't Germany versus U.S., which we could have done. That's, you know, just fine. But he was a Russian-born citizen. Not German, born in Russia, just lives in Germany. Yes, Torrent. Man, I really feel for Kevin Lee. Yeah, I hope nobody's happy about that. I mean, you can be happy for his opponent, Rinat. But, man, I had a feeling that it might go that way. I'm not enough so to put money on him at a 2-to-1 dog, over 2-to-1. But I think a lot of us felt that that could happen. Kevin Lee's just coming out of fighting in Eagle FC, and I don't know how many people watched it. How many of you guys watched his fight with, and forgive me this, but this is just how I feel. It's a fighter that I love. It's a dude that I think is absolutely incredible, but a washed up Diego Sanchez. I gotta say it. Diego Sanchez, you know, he was so far past his prime that he probably should have retired 3 or 4 years ago when they had that fight. And it was very close. Kevin Lee got beat up at times by an old, slow Diego Sanchez. And I don't understand what's going on with Kevin Lee. I don't know if some of us got fooled. The game just evolved that much behind. You know, after him, Kevin Lee entered the UFC at 21 years old. He's now 30. He had some good victories in the UFC. And he pushed Tony Ferguson in that interim title fight years ago, you know, when Tony was in his prime. And he had a huge win over Gregor Gillespie. That was one of his last fights in the UFC. Of course, he lost to D-Rod Daniel Rodriguez, his last fight in the UFC. That was part of, you know, a decently long losing streak. I think that it was maybe the one win in that streak over Gillespie, as I mentioned. But, yeah, Kevin Lee might be shot at 30. I hope he's not. All right, next fight up, Rinat Fakhretdinov and Nursultan Ruziboev. Bruno, a year older at 30 years old. Ruziboev going to be 6 inches taller at 6'5". Let's get this going. Heavyweights, boys and girls. Heavyweights. First fight on the main card. It seems like Kevin Lee hasn't been the same since his Tony Ferguson fight. Oh, you nailed it, Torin. All right, out of the blue corner, he has a plus 185 underdog in Tashkent, Uzbekistan. 34 wins against 8 losses, 2 draws, and 2 no contests. Nursultan Ruziboev. Also, Lee hasn't been the same since his coach died. That is true, Torn. All right, and out of the red corner, he is a minus 215 favorite in Curitiba, Brazil. Undefeated at 10-0, Bruno Ferreira. Remember the month and year of that Kevin Lee and Ferguson fight? UFC 216, October 2017. Man, how time flies. That was almost 6 years ago, Torrin. Can you believe that? I mean, in ways it seems like 6 years ago, but in ways it's like, doesn't really seem like that long ago. All right, here we go. A touch of gloves, and we got some Brazil versus Uzbekistan here. Ruziboev in the blue shorts. Ferreira in the white shorts. Middleweight bout here. Lee was 25 at the time. Ferguson was 32 or 33. Oh, so Ferguson's pushing 40. He's at an age where he should be slowing down. Good inside leg kick there from Ruziboev. Whoa, what happened there on the stairs there? They were showing the stairs. I don't have the volume up, but if somebody wants to update me what was going on there. Maybe the camera just panned out on accident. I don't know. But they were highlighting the stairs there for some reason. Good outside leg kick there from Ferreira. We know this is not WWE, so nobody's going to be coming out off the stairs with a steel chair. Good inside leg kick from Ruziboev and a right hand over the top. Fight to go the distance. No was minus 750. Yes, plus 450. Oh, a big right hand from Ruziboev and huge right hands afterwards, and it is all over. Nursultan Ruziboev with the first round knockout right after they showed those odds too. Wow. Got to go back to those odds for a minute here. It was, will the fight go the distance? And Ruziboev, it was yes plus 450, no minus 750. So fight definitely not expected to go the distance. Yeah, it was just that big right hand over the top from Ruziboev, and the underdog gets it done here early. What's up, Billy Hughes in the house? Happy 4th of July weekend, brother. Also not a good look for Lee after getting re-signed. Now, that was a rough comeback, brother. Real rough. I don't know if you were watching the prelims, Billy. When we started, first fight was the last prelim fight. This is Kevin Lee. And Kevin Lee got starched in 55 seconds. Hit with a big right hand. And then submitted from a Peruvian necktie. Just got back from Wyoming. Picked up $140 for the fireworks of the 4th. Sweet, man. Wish I could be there to light some out off with you. Robert says, cheers, Torin. All right, 12 up in the chat. Don't forget to hit the like button. Happy 4th of July weekend, everyone. Hope everyone has a good weekend. Hope you got some, if you don't have some fireworks of your own, you're not rich like Billy. Hopefully you get to go watch some. No, I'm just kidding. Most years we would have bought a lot of fireworks. I haven't for a few years now. But I had so many damn fireworks that we've been lighting off leftovers for 4 years. We still have a few left. And I'm fine either way at this point. There's fireworks all around us. We live in a giant fireworks show, basically. All my neighbors. And then if you look right out my window, well, it's going to be to my right. This is backwards, so it's to my left on here. But you guys get it. We can see the city fireworks show over the lake. Because the lake's just about a mile down the road from our house. Got a 12 of PBR. Hey, I got the PBR here too, brother. That's my new go-to. I am a PBR, or an IPA guy. My favorite beer is still the Elysian Contact Haze, but PBR is decently cheaper, and you can drink more of it. So if I'm going to have a nice meal and I'm going to have one beer for the day, maybe two, I'll go grab the Elysian. If I'm going to have the just one beer, I might not go for the Contact Haze. I'm going to go for the full They have a beer called Full Contact, and it's really good for an almost 9% beer. Sometimes those higher alcohol beers are not very tasty. Ruziboev has now finished 33 of his 35 wins, 13 of those wins by knockout. Let's see if he calls somebody out here.
Thank you so much to the president of the
That'll
country.
be a more
Thank you so
competitive
much to my
fight.
parents. I really owe everything to
Got
my
fighter
parents. Thank
right,
you so
but
much.
Calidity. Oh,
Clearly
shit.
this moment means a lot to you. Do you mind if I ask you why you're so emotional?
If anybody hasn't put in your verdict fights yet, like me, because I'm apparently a dumbass, get him in now. You just missed one of the fights. Oh, geez. I got to do a quick... I gotta do a quick picks for sure now, and I'm not even looking on SureDog to figure out what. Figuring out what I should be doing here. All right, I'm not gonna catch Wyatt and Robert at first, but I am hoping to catch third because I think it's me and Greg Brimstone. I think we're right there for third. It might not be Greg. All right, Jose Aldo returns to Shudo boxing tomorrow. I did not realize this. Just got it there. What's available on ESPN? I won't be doing that because we're gonna do some 4th of July stuff tomorrow. If it was not 4th of July weekend, I would do it. But all right, Max Griffin and Michael Morales. Wow, Max Griffin. They are really not expecting much from Max here on the odds. So I guess I'll take him by decision. And main event, Sean Strickland, Abus Magomedov. All right. I had to take Magomedov by decision just because, I mean, if it was straight up, I might take him by knockout, but that decision's a 9.4 times multiple. Got to go with that. More PBR is always the answer. Right? Lee probably lose again, too. We're getting close to UFC 291. Yes, we are. And I got to remind you guys, I will not be here next week for that. I will not be streaming. Sorry. Me and the wife and the kids got some tickets for that weekend to go to some concerts. Saturday, we're going to go to Hank Williams Jr. This is at the White River Amphitheater, big outdoor amphitheater in Auburn. It's about an hour. 45 minutes, hour south of Seattle. Anyways, performers put it right up there with the best arenas, outdoor arenas in the world, the White River Amphitheater. But we're going to see Hank Williams Jr. on Saturday, and then a big party on Sunday. Big Snoop Dogg event, and some other rappers there. I can't even remember who it all is, but Too Short of all things. There was somebody else that was decently big there, around the same level of popularity, but I'm never the biggest Too Short fan, but I'm sure it'll be enjoyable. What's up, Josiah Perez? Hello, my friend. I will not be live for 290. Yes, I will be live for 291 with Gaethje and Dustin. Yes. Yeah, I think Ice Cube is there too. Too Short made good music. I just haven't listened to much of Too Short, I guess. I just remember like his most popular song, and it kind of just seemed like it was kind of explicit for the point of being explicit, but I'm sure I'm going to enjoy it. I'll actually listen to, I'll probably listen to some more of his music before we go. I was going to see if it says on the Wiz Khalifa. That's who else it is. It might be Ice Cube too, but it's Snoop Dogg, Wiz Khalifa, Too Short, and more. Okay, so I don't know if we're going to get Ice Cube or not. I'd love to get Ice Cube. But, Wiz is okay too. It's all West Coast rappers, Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube, Too Short, West Coast legends. Yes. And yeah, I've seen Ice Cube once. He didn't have a long set, but it was at that EMP concert in Seattle where they, dedicated the EMP, and Snoop was there, Dre and Eminem. It was this huge thing years back. Dating myself now. I believe that was 2000. And, when I was younger, when I was a kid, when I was a teen, we used to always think of, people in their 40s, like I am now, as kind of old. And we used to think of their stories were ridiculous. Oh, you used to do this way back or whatever, maybe not in their 40s, more maybe like 60s or 70s. But I was just thinking about it. We sound very old. We're going to really sound old to these kids coming up because we remember things that are going to kind of blow their mind. When I tell a kid, of course in 20 years I'll be 64 years old, but you're going to tell a kid in 20 years that you remember when there was no internet, they're going to look at you like you're 1,000 years old. I'm sure some kids kind of still... younger kids that grew up with nothing but the internet, having it around, they're probably already looking at us like we're 1,000 years old. I didn't have internet in my house in high school. We did have a computer, like starting around freshman or sophomore year. I actually had a computer, but it was an old Amiga 500. We had internet at the high school but not when I was in middle school. So, damn, 2000, boxing is so lame. Who actually cares about Canelo Alvarez and Charlo? No, I don't think it's that old either. But when we were kids, I swear, we thought of 44. I swear people in their 40s used to look a lot older. When you were 50, like when we were kids and you were 50, you might as well have been knocking on death's door. I don't know if everybody just smoked a lot more or why everybody looked so much older. But thank you, Torn. I appreciate that. No, I don't think it's too old either. But some of these younger guys, I'm the old dude. Even 50 isn't that old. No, it's not at all now. You look at Rogan. I try to think of, like, Rogan's 11 years older than me. Mark Coleman, who's been making a fantastic comeback in his fitness. He's actually going to have a celebrity boxing match here coming up at 58. Which normally I'd be worried about at 58, but if you're doing something at 58, that's what it should be. Celebrity boxing. Big gloves. That's fine. He is in tremendous shape. I've talked to him some. I know he said, he said he wants to be on the show, and then I've kind of tried to pin him down on a schedule, and we haven't lined up. But eventually we'll probably get Mark the Hammer Coleman on here, I would imagine. But, yeah, he looks phenomenal for 58. Tyson, 55 years old or something, looking great. Guys are just realizing now over 50 is not a death sentence. You can be in really good shape. It was called a party line for a phone, and that was not where you called hot chicks. I like it. Rohan is 54, I think. This is torn. Nice. Damn, Mike grew up in a third world, war-torn country with life expectancy was 50. Glad you made it out alive. Hello, Wyatt. All right, Ismail Bonfim, Benoit Saint-Denis, both 27 years old. Dennis 3 inches taller, at 5'11". And Dennis will have an 1.5 inch reach advantage. Tyson is 57. He turned 57 yesterday. And he looks great. All right, guys. Out of the blue corner, plus 225 underdog out of Paris, France. 10 wins against just 1 loss. Benoit, God of War, Saint-Denis. Even Tony Ferguson has aged somewhat. All right, out of the red corner, he is a minus 265 favorite. Opened as a minus 190. Out of Brasilia, Brazil, 19 wins against 3 losses. The upcoming phenom, Ismail Bonfim. Herb Dean will be the referee for another one here. No, not to say that those guys are old, like I was saying, but I'm impressed by the kind of shape some of the guys coming up that are in their 50s have been able to keep themselves in. When I was a kid, 50-year-olds didn't look like Joe Rogan and Mike Tyson. Good right hook and a left hand from Bonfim early. Saint-Denis going up for the head kick. Bomb drops it. Oh, a couple of good body kicks and a left hook there for Saint-Denis. Another good body kick. That's a liver kick. There's another lever kick from Saint-Denis. Oh, man, he is going out to that right side of the body there with those left kicks. Oh, man, there's another one. That's like 6 kicks there. That same spot on the body. 420 left in the first. Bonfim throwing a body kick there himself, but Bonfim's got to... He's got to figure out a way to keep his midsection from becoming Saint-Denis' continuous target. And Saint-Denis gets a takedown here. He's looking to jump guard up against the fence. And he's got full mount anyways, right up against the fence. Surprising he was able to do it in that little amount of space. And Saint-Denis dropping bombs here. Ismail Bonfim. This is the most trouble he's been in the UFC. I said he was a big favorite coming into this. Benoit Saint-Denis is now taking down all 4 of his opponents. Bonfim finds his way to his feet. Eats a big right hand, though, and a knee from Saint-Denis. There's a big body kick from Dennis. Wow. Benoit Saint-Denis came out like, wow, happy fucking 4th of July. Guns blazing. Good left hook there from Bonfim. Bonfim looking to get back on track here. Blocks a head kick attempt there from Saint-Denis. He ate some shots early. Oh, big left hook and knee to the body from Bonfim. And Saint-Denis shoots for another takedown here. Good takedown defense so far here from Ismail. Nice elbow there from Bonfim. Oh, and another good elbow there from Ismail. Great takedown defense here. We've seen a beautiful guillotine submission earlier. Oh, we won't see it now, though. Bonfim hits Dennis with a knee standing up halfway through the first. And 2 rounds worth of action in half a round. Oh, head kick there from Saint-Denis. And Dennis shooting for the takedown again here. Oh, wrapping Bonfim's leg around. He could have hurt his leg there the way he was twisting it there too. That was pretty intuitive to get to that position. But he's not able to drag Bonfim back down. He's got the body lock. I mean, man, he is putting everything into getting this takedown. This has got to be a lot of energy expended. by both men. Bonfim trying to throw an elbow backwards. And yeah, Saint-Denis just doing everything he can to try to wrap Bonfim up, and finally just leans all his weight on him and realizes Bonfim's on his knees. He fought the takedown all the way down to his knees, and technically now Saint-Denis has got him down, and this has really been Saint-Denis's round. Landing some big right hands in the ground. Oh my goodness. Oh, he's got hooks in with a minute left. Bonfim in a world of trouble right here against Saint-Denis. Dennis not under the neck yet. I don't think he cares about getting under the neck. He's got a great crossface. If he gets the position, he'll just get right on the chin and squeeze until Bonfim's in a tremendous amount of pain here. Look at the right side of the body from Bonfim from eating those body strikes early. It is really bruised. There it is. There's that crossface choke. Ismail Bonfim pulls it off. This would be a huge upset here. As we mentioned, bets were coming in on Bonfim to the point he was a huge favorite. Oh, and 12. And he taps with 12 seconds in the first round. Benoit Saint-Denis has shocked the world.
UFC.
Derailing the hype train that is Ismail Bonfim. Wow.
The Fighting Frenchman sending a
I
message.
did not see that coming.
Let's take a look at this replay here. I mean, just
And Ismail Bonfim, he was really never in this fight. My friend GMA was 88 and smoked gas daily. Definitely looks older than 39, but Tony, than 39, Tony looks at least 52 or 53. Yeah, you know, if he takes off fighting for a year, though, I think those looks will come back. I think he'll be fine. Because you see presidents that have aged, because they age so much. And Obama looked like he aged a lot. After a couple years out of office, I mean, he actually looked younger. Like, some of that stress, I think, comes off you. And same thing with George W. Bush. Got this pick way wrong. I don't know if anybody picked Saint-Denis, though, Robert. I know that wasn't on my radar. Of course, you guys seen me make my picks. I forgot, once again, to make them till the last minute. Let's go. Yeah, dirty Frenchman. You didn't pick him, did you, Wyatt? Cheers, Phil. Get everything off of the beach, Phil. Saint-Denis by sub. Let's go. Oh, you picked him by sub? Oh, shit. Good pick, man. You might be in trouble there, Robert. I don't know if you're getting first place back, brother. Wyatt's been killing it lately.
All right, now for the official decision, brought to you by New Amsterdam Vodka. Here is Joe Martinez. Ladies and gentlemen, the rear naked choke submission comes officially 4 minutes 48 seconds. Round number 1 for your winner, the God of War, Benoit Saint-Denis.
And 38 minutes into the prelims, already 2 fights over.
That was extremely impressive. So when the fight started, he was calling you on for the body kicks. He was swinging, you were kicking. Talk me through that from your perspective.
I know he's one of the best lightweight, maybe one of the biggest eater in our division. So I wanted to break his arms, you know, and I just throw my left legs. It's a good strategy from my Muay Thai coach. Just kill his arms and everything will gonna flow.
Well, she didn't just kill his
Man, an impressive game plan for sure from Saint-Denis. That was incredible.
He was tough on big as
I am impressed with his performance.
Good recovery, so I felt he was powerful. So I took my time, because the first time I took the mount, it was so explosive that I lost it. The second time I took my time.
Saint-Denis making a statement, no doubt.
Victory and then fight in Paris in September. I think with a performance like that, that might be on the cards. You were very
One of my favorite ladies coming up, though, Ariane Lipski. She is a violent lady, and she enjoys violence. It brings a smile to her face. But she's a good-sized underdog against Melissa Gatto. Hey, we've seen some upsets already tonight, though. You've thought about getting StreamYard. I've heard of it. I've seen some people using it. I mean, I don't know. I look at guys like Ariel Helwani, Luke Thomas. I know they're not big live streamer guys, but they don't have all this fancy stuff going behind them and things. I enjoy the commentary. I enjoy doing the commentary and calling the fights. I don't feel the need to put, a lot of bells and whistles on this. I mean, Billy bought me some great equipment that, I'm trying to learn it, add, some things. This is never going to be MMA holes, I'll tell you that, though. That's just too much for me. There's too much going on. And I just like coming here and talking about the fights with you guys. That doesn't mean I won't look at StreamYard, though. I'll tell you now that the dust is cleared, though, after everything that was going on during the P word and the C word, and you guys know what I'm talking about there. I think they're still a bit sensitive about that, though, but I seen just how finite the YouTube platform is, how easily they can take it away from you for telling the truth, and that's what really upsets me about that whole thing. Is I got in trouble for speaking what I thought was the truth. There are people that got kicked off of this platform for exposing the truth, and that really, really upset me. So whether it's like a Rumble or something like that, I would consider going to one of those platforms, or at least streaming there and here at once, just so I don't feel like I'm betting the entire channel on every stream. We miss the old YouTube. Yeah, Wyatt, it does. It feels like you're betting your stream every time you go live, and it's not. It's not as bad, as it was during the height of hypocrisy, but they still don't like you to talk about that stuff. And I know I'm going to make Billy shrill a little here, and probably a few people a little nervous, but I'm going to say they didn't want to talk about how they made up a story about the virus coming out of a wet market there in China. They didn't want you to find out that it was the U.S.'s gain-of-function research in the Wuhan laboratory that let that virus out. They didn't want to let you find it out, even though we know now up to this week that the first 2 people to come down with COVID were employees of the Wuhan laboratory that was doing gain-of-function research on the COVID virus. Well, and that's, and you gotta wonder what you don't know when you see mass corporations couple with governments and state governments, country governments and things, when you see them cooperate together to try to just smash independent media, small businesses, and you know, families. I will never forget what they did to us during those 4 years. And I think because we were in the thick of it, we kind of underestimate what happens. It happened. It was the largest transfer of wealth in the history of the world. From small businesses and working class people to large corporations and large government entities. Get Alex Jones on stream. I seen something pop up. I was surprised. On YouTube, it wasn't his show, but he was actually one of like 5 guys that were on some stream, and YouTube actually promoted it to me. I don't know if they missed the fact that he was in, you know, in the thumbnail and in the video, but at the end of the day, they want to make money like everybody else, and I know Rumble wants to make money too. Rumble, I would have streamed yesterday if I had set up earlier, because the CEO of Rumble yesterday was given $10,000 to random streamers. I don't know how many he did that to, but you want to talk about a great use of your marketing money. If you're Rumble, advertising on ABC and NBC and CBS, to me, that's just an idiotic option. You're going to spend a ton of money and you're not going to reach near as many people as you probably think you're going to. But you want to attract great streamers, you start offering to give random streamers $10,000. You give that to, you know, let's say you give $10,000 to 100 people. That's still that's $1 million. I don't know that you're going to find a better way to spend $1 million in marketing money. All right, there's Arian Lipski warming up in the back, as well as the 8-1 Melissa Gatto. She has finished her last 6 wins. Tough lady right there. Yeah, no, I think that might that would probably be the end of YouTube. We would have to go to Rumble, most likely, much quicker and indefinitely wide if I brought him on. But and you know, I will throw it out there as well too, as controversial as this is, and then we'll get back to MMA before I lose my channel. I would say former EPA lawyer, doctor, one of the smartest debaters in the game, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. It's not a big thought as to who to endorse as president when you got such douchebags running against each other. But I think that's my guy. You listen to his interviews on Rogan, and he just did a great one on the Bill Maher's show. He's also been on Breaking Points. You know, him and Mariana, which is the other main contender over there on the Democratic side. You're just chilling in the background, drink some tunes as well, blaring some Sabbath. Hey, can't go wrong with Sabbath, Phil. Cheers. Damn it, caught my second soft shell turtle. This one looks like 18-inch diameter and at least 15 pounds. One I caught last night was 24 an hour, 25 pounds. Damn. Bet I don't eat turtle. And Phil D. Rowe rolling in with the first super chat of the night. Thank you, Phil D. Putting the first couple dollars in the beer fund here. What's up, Mo Larry Curl? He believes climate change, otherwise is great. I don't think we have enough time to go into that one, but how's it going, Mo Larry Curl? Mo Larry Curly. Without being too divisive here, this is what I would say about that, Mo Larry Curly. I don't really care like what you believe or where you believe we are at in any of that. If you believe that we're not having any effect on the climate or whatever, like I don't care. I can talk to anybody, any spectrum of opinion on that, and I think the science is far from settled. But obviously, I'm wildly underqualified to speculate on that. What I will say is, I think throwing your garbage in your local lake is not a good idea. I think that throwing stuff into the ocean, I think that the fact that we've fished like 80% of the fish of the ocean or something like that, I think that's not a good idea. I think that's not being a good steward of our planet, which wildly, just my opinion, I think being a good steward of the planet seems like a Christian value, and I don't see a lot of Christians coming to stand up for taking care of our planet. Where are you fishing, Rob? Only caught one largemouth bass. First night, only fish. Nice. Speaking of that, somebody had a great idea. God, it was Frank. Frank, I don't know if you're in here, Frank, but Frank Trezo, I believe, mentioned that at the end of the next verdict competition, we should all meet up for a UFC. I think that's a great idea. And here's what I would propose. That anyone going to that UFC at the end of it, that whoever wins, that we all just pitch in a little bit of money and buy that person's ticket. I'm willing, definitely willing to put in my portion of that. But next season of Verdict, if you're still not in Verdict with us, guys, the season is almost over, but we're about to start another season. We got this one. We got UFC 290. I thought this was all ending on UFC 290. July. Oh, yes. Season 1 is ending with UFC 290. There it goes. So next week's the last week for this season. And, I'm in 4th for the season 6 for tonight. Not a great start, but hopefully that'll turn around here in a minute. Oh, Wyatt was not lying. Wyatt's got 3,448 points already tonight. Jesus, wrap this thing up. Now 18 LP ahead of the drunken charge, Robert Kerrigan. Not saying you can't come back, Robert, but we're running out of time, brother. 2 events, this one and one more. Okay, I am 17 points now behind 3rd. Unemployed Harlequin most likely will get 3rd, but Billy Hughes, Timebender, just 6 points behind me in 5th. So I could definitely lose 4th. I'm watching Billy right now. But let me give you guys a link to join our league. That way you'll already be in when the new season starts, which will be after next week. A largemouth bass, that's a good catch. And I can't believe you got a couple turtles too. I've never caught a turtle. Never fished for turtles, but Last time I went fishing for bass, they were sea bass in the ocean. And sea bass are the most idiotic fish out there. You got to go to where the water is very wild, and then you got to drop your hook down about 100 feet or more. But if you go basically like we did last time, which was almost in the eye of a storm, it's not really safe. Probably not a great idea. It was really turbulent. But we went out there, 6-hour trip, and once we got out to where we were at, you drop that hook 100, 125 feet, you literally didn't even have to have bait on it. The hook would just come up with fish on it. Is wild. All right, Arian Lipski, 2 years older at 29, an inch taller at 5'6". Melissa Gatto with a 2-inch reach advantage at 69 inches. Gatto minus 230 favorite. Lipski coming in, they plus 195 dog. All right, first out of the blue corner, a minus 230 favorite out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Opened up as a minus 150. 8 wins against just 1 loss. Melissa Gatto. Some ladies flyweights here. And across the cage, one of the most violent women on the planet, a plus 195 underdog out of Curitiba, Brazil. 15 wins against 8 losses. Arian Lipski. Now, I will say, I know Lipski's record is not great. 15-8, it's not a stellar record. But she fights nothing but the best. You know, she's been in there with some killers. Every time she comes out, I feel like they're throwing her in the deep end. Sounds just like rockfish, Mike. Plop it down 100 plus feet, wait 5 seconds, then reel, 100% success rate. Right? Yeah, my wife didn't enjoy it a lot because she's like, yeah, this is not very challenging. But, you know, we ended up with a lot of fish. All right, Lipski in the yellow, Gatto in the black trunks. Let's see who is going to be the aggressor. Lipski throwing first. I mean, Melissa Gatto, she is just a ripped 125 pounds. If there's fat on that body, I don't see it. There's a 1-2 from Gatto. And the inside leg kick from Gatto. I'm not sure, but honestly, Gatto looks like she might be dropping too much weight. Good body kick there from Lipski. What's up, Anthony Hunter? ESPN Plus. It's on ESPN Plus and ESPN, man. That's all I know. Good straight right there from Gatto. That's where I'm watching it from. And Lipski trying to cut the cage off there. Had Gatto cornered there for a moment. Good knee to the body from Lipski and a right hand. There's a good counter right from Arian. Inside leg kick from Gatto. And there's a 1-2 from Melissa. UK, sadly. No, oh, sorry, Anthony. What is it on over there? An exchange of leg kicks. It's on BT Sports probably, right? Oh, good jab to the body. Right hand upstairs from Gatto. Good left hand there from Gatto. Lipski putting the pressure on, moving forward. Eats a 1-2 from Melissa. Melissa Gatto light on her feet. Good straight right there from Gatto. Oh, and they smack shins. Good body kick there from Melissa. And a 1-2 from Gatto. Good combination of the body from Lipski. You know, if I'm Lipski, I think I would throw to the body a lot more, as she's starting to do with some of these body kicks and stuff, because it looks like Melissa Gatto probably drops a decent amount of weight to make it to 125. There's not a lot of room for error on that body. An exchange of lefts, good straight right there from Gatto. Good jab from Gatto. I'd like to see Lipski try to get this to the ground, though, and go for a submission. Minute and a half left here in the first. Oh, good body kick there from Lipski. Oh, right hook. Right on the temple from Ariane. Let's say close first round. I had Gatto a little bit ahead. Lipski's starting to win some of these exchanges there. There's a good left hand from Gatto. Oh, and there's a combination upstairs and the inside leg kick from Lipski. Oh, and she is punishing that front leg of Gatto. Right hand upstairs from Ariane. Oh, there's the left hook to the body. Right hand upstairs from Lipski. Gatto got a right hook in there as well. Oh, Lipski attacking that body early and often here. I love the feints from Lipski. She's feigning that body kick, switching stances a lot, trying to keep Melissa confused. And is always attacking that leg. Gatto catches that leg from that kick there, though. If she gets a takedown, that would be huge in this first round. This round, it's got to be close. It is on my cards. And Gatto going for the takedown here. Good knee there. That first round could really go either way. I thought Lipski pulled ahead in the last minute or so, but I could see it going to Gatto too. I'm going to go 10-9 Lipski. All right, just an hour into the main card, and we're in round 2 of the third fight. I have a feeling we're going to get a significant amount of commercials later in this card before we get to the main fight, because we only have 3 fights left after this. The 3-spot, Max Griffin and Michael Morales is up next, and then we're at the co-main event. This is a fast-moving card. And, I mean, it's a 6-fight main card, too. Just, you get a couple of quick finishes early and really get moving. All right, they took an extra minute here, so I'm about 10 seconds ahead on the fight clock. I don't know what was going on because I didn't have the volume up. What's up, Robert Easley in the house? Good inside leg kick there from Lipski. Outside leg kick from Gatto, and a good 1-2 from Lipski. I have a feeling I upset some people talking politics. Oh, well. Good knee to the head there from Lipski, and a right hand upstairs. What's up there, Nelson in the house? Says, go Sean. There's a big right hand from Arian. USA. 4:20 left in the second. Good right hand there from Gatto. Right hand in the body from Lipski. She is not going away from that body. And a nice low leg kick there from Ariane Lipski. Just like Leonardo DiCaprio at a high school graduation, Ariane Lipski is all over Melissa Gatto's body. Good knee to the body there from Gatto. Three and a half left in the second. Another good knee there from Melissa. Neither fighter had a takedown in the first round. Gatto attempted a few, one at the end of the round, but Lipski's defense was solid. Gatto lands a couple knees to the body. Lipski answers. Both of these women have incredible jiu-jitsu if it does get down to the ground. Oh, big knee. Big throw from Lipski. Wow, what an Ogoshi. And she lands right on top of her. But Gatto gets right back up. Oh, and now she gets a throw temporarily. Lipski stands right back up. We got a judo match here for a second. Both women getting good throws. That was a definite ippon, which is a match-ending throw from Lipski. Gatto, that was probably a half point. That was probably Wasari. Nice little Sotogari. Good knee to the body there from Gatto. And Gatto, she's really worked the body with the knees here against Lipski. The first round was, mainly fought towards the center of the ring and in corners, but standing at a distance. This first 3 minutes of this round two have been in real close quarters, a lot of dirty boxing, and Gatto seems to have benefited from that. Another good knee to the body. A couple more here from Gatto. And she's just scoring more than Ariane here in this second. There's a good knee from Gatto. And Gatto could have won the first round on some of or all of these cards. It was a close round. I gave it to Lipski, but very close. Good knee to the body from Lipski to break it. Left hand to the body from Gatto. Back to the center of the cage. Right hand to the body from Lipski. And the left hand upstairs. There's a good 1-2 from Gatto. Lipski's boxing in the standing, it has, it's pretty smooth tonight, though. Oh, good right hand and a left hook from Lipski. So I was not surprised that Gatto wanted to fight, in the clinch for this round. Good low leg kick from Lipski. Gatto lands a good right hand there. But there's a big left uppercut from Lipski in a 1-2. And you see Gatto outlanding Lipski 36-12 so far in this round. Good exchange there. Good inside leg kick from Gatto. Lipski continues to put on the pressure, but it's Gatto with the volume here in the second. And Gatto eats a body kick. Now she's going for the takedown, though. Lands a nice knee to the body. And Gatto's going to end this round with another knee to the body. Big round for Melissa Gatto. I have this 19-19 through 2. All right, third and final round coming up, and we're already knocking on the door of the 3-spot fight. Up next, Max Griffin and Michael Morales. Let's go, Lipski, get this win. Right, Billy? I like Arian, too. All right, on my scorecard, it's whoever gets this round. And I need Lipski to get a submission here in the third. I don't know if it's going to happen. Good outside leg kick there from Lipski. Good straight right from Melissa. And the live odds have Gatto a minus 320 favorite. Lipski plus 250 underdog. Good left hand there from Lipski. I can't really argue with that too much. Good left there from Arian. Melissa going for the takedown, and both women exchange knees to the body. Good combination upstairs from Arian. Three and a half left in the third. Good left there from Melissa. Yeah, I need Lipski to get a submission here, Billy. I don't have a lot of faith in that right now, but a good one too from Gatto. Head kick there from Lipski. Very strategic match by both women. I have a feeling if we had a crowd here, we might hear a few boos here. It's not been the greatest pace. Halfway through the third. Oh, good combination upstairs from Lipski. And Gatto shoots for the takedown. Lipski was leaning back as Gatto goes in. She didn't go down yet, though, but Gatto's got a full body lock now. She's also got Lipski's legs wrapped up. So Gatto maybe trying to secure the position before she gets the takedown. Lipski has excellent jiu-jitsu, though, and she ends up on top. She shucks Gatto, and now Arian inside the guard of Gatto. Minute 40 left here in the third. Yo, what's up, Post Reloaded? And Lipski inside the open guard of Gatto here. Good right hand from Lipski, and Lipski's going to let her up. I mean, she has done her best work when they're standing in the middle of the cage. Head kick, Gatto. And a nice left hand there from Melissa. Lipski with the combination inside a low leg kick. I just feel like Lipski needs a finish here. I'm not sure she knows it. Or if she does, she just doesn't know what to do about it. Oh, nice counter right hook and the body kick there from Lipski. 30 seconds left in this fight. They exchange right hands. Oh, good left there from Lipski. This was a close round. If you gave Lipski the first, like I did, good head kick from Lipski, I think everybody should have gave Gatto the second. Close third round here. I'm not so sure this is a complete lock for Gatto. It might be on the judges' scorecards, though. Exchange of body kicks there, and that's the end of the fight. See, this is one of those ones where if you can tell me how you got there, if you tell me Melissa Gatto won the fight 30-27, I'm not mad at you. If you tell me Arian Lipski won the fight 29-28, I'm not mad at you. Those are both, I think, good possibilities. And I actually tend to I'll give Lipski this fight 29-28. I don't think the judges are probably going to agree with me. Definitely not all three of them. I would be surprised if all three of them agreed with me. I expect this decision to go to Gatto. I have it 29-28 to Lipski. So I'm not completely out there. Billy agrees with me. 29-28 Lipski. It could go that way. You gotta wonder what information they have when they're making those live odds, though. When they made Lipski a 3-1 underdog, when was that they showed those live odds? I think it was towards the end of the second, beginning of the third, maybe. You could have made a lot of money betting on Lipski, but that's only if she gets this win. All right, here is the final decision.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the scorecards, and here are the totals. Judge Bird scores it 29-28 for Gatto. D'Amato has it 30-27 for Lipski.
30-27 Lipski, wow.
29-28 for your winner by split decision, the Queen of Violence,
and the Queen of Violence, Ariane Lipski. Hey, me and Billy got one right.
I'm here with Ariane Lipski, the winner. Ariane, a very
Lipski won 1 and 3. I gave her 1 and 3 as well, but I knew they were close. Especially 1 seemed pretty close, but that's 3 out of 4 for Lipski.
I'm just here because of him. So Melissa's a tough fighter, tough opponent. So I'm happy to get this win. Everyone before the fight was like, "Hey, how much time until you get your KO in UFC?" I was like, "Man, I just want to win. Go for the top of my division." And thank you to my head coach, Rinat, my husband. It was his birthday this week. We couldn't celebrate because it was a fight week. So that's my gift for you. Jasmine Rocha, my jiu-jitsu coach. That's my wrestling coach. I want to thank Amanda Nunes, Lions Studio, Nina, everyone who helped me for this fight. This is our victory. Thank you everyone.
Well, happy birthday to your husband. It seemed like the approach was, it seemed like you were concerned about the takedown threat. So you were trying.
How much live betting have you done, Billy? Because I know one of these cards here soon, one of the ones that, probably one of the ones that everybody's not as excited about, but if it looks like a good betting card, I want to sit at the casino and just sit there and watch the live bets and take out, yeah, beautiful Ogoshi. They showed that judo throw earlier from Ariane Lipski. That's about as solid as you're gonna get.
Shout out to Book's Layer on Instagram. He made everyone make a lot of money. Thank you guys.
Congratulations to Ariane Lipski, the Queen of Violence.
All right, the Queen of Violence getting it done. Hola, Adam from Allen. Yes, it is a fine Saturday. The weather is nice. The country is free. Happy Independence Day, brother. Well, I guess the weather's not nice everywhere. Phil went out to the beach, and Mel Gibson there in one of the few seats there at the Apex. Those Apex seats go to people that are apparently more important than me and you guys. But I'd rather have the big crowd. All right, both of these guys, huge finishing rates. 11 wins by knockout and 14 wins for Michael Morales. Max Griffin, 9 finishes in his fights. Both of these guys, they don't like to see judges' scorecards. And they rarely do. U.S. versus Ecuador. In this one, Max Griffin coming in a plus 170 underdog to the minus 200 favorite Michael Morales. 3 fights left, as I mentioned. Co-main event on deck. What's everybody doing for the 4th? I know Philly D was out at the beach. He's back with us now. Robert's out there fishing in Florida. Anybody else have any great plans this weekend? I think I'll probably barbecue up some burgers and dogs, something easy here tomorrow. Welterweights, Max Griffin, Michael Morales. This is a huge fight for Michael Morales. This could really be a coming out party for him. He is a favorite to win this fight. Like I said, almost a 2-to-1 favorite. But if you can get a spectacular finish over Max Griffin, I mean, that's going to turn some heads. Frankie Turizo in the house. What's going on, my man? Hey, I was just talking to everybody about your great idea. So next week is the last week on this season of Verdict Fantasy MMA. A new week starts that week after that. You mentioned that we should all go to an event after that. I think that is a great idea. Want to see what off-topic 30-minute discussion we have? You missed it. I was trying to get myself kicked off of YouTube for about a good 10-15 minutes there. I even endorsed a presidential candidate. You missed it all. But, yeah, we're likely to get a few commercials. We had a few quick fights early, which, really picked up the pace of this. So, we're still only an hour and 20 minutes into the main card. And this is the 4th fight. So, I mean, I guess that pacing's right around the 3-hour pacing still. Especially if they throw in a couple extra commercials. Seems to go by very quickly. Bud Light? What are you talking about Bud Light for, Robert? I didn't say anything about Bud Light. I have no issues with Bud Light, though. And I'll just leave it at that. Oh, was there a Bud Light commercial or something, maybe? So I have no issues, but I keep the PBR on hand. Billy, please do leave it at that. Yeah, Billy's been clenching his butt cheeks today, thinking I'm going to get kicked off probably. It's a small stream. I don't know, man. I'm sorry. Like I said, we might be on Rumble next week. I don't know. I don't know that they're ever going to promote us here, Billy, anyways. I don't think they like us. I'm starting to get that idea. All right, Max Griffin, Michael Morales. I mentioned Michael Morales, a 2-to-1 favorite. This is a great fight. Hopefully I don't jinx it. It's in that great 3 spot. Times I feel like I'm the publicist for Andrew Dice Clay back in the early 90s. Oh. I'm a big Andrew Dice Clay fan, Billy. I thought that that double album that he did, The Sound of Silence or whatever, I thought that was a great album. His publicist didn't think so. And guess who is training jiu-jitsu right now, though, and has been talking about a possible fight. That is the WWE superstar Batista. Dave Batista. Training the jiu-jitsu, dropping some weight. There's a possibility that he could be looking, who knows. He did start training BJJ in 2010, but he's really been pushing it lately, and talks of him fighting in MMA have increased recently. All right, Max Griffin, 13 years older at 37. Michael Morales, an inch taller at 6 feet. I got to go with Michael Morales in this one. I didn't realize that Max Griffin was that old. Oh, Batista, thought you were going to say Dutch guy. All right, out of the blue corner, he is a -250 favorite out of Tijuana, Mexico. Undefeated at 14-0, Michael Morales. Who you got, Mikey? 45-year-old Werdum or 39-year-old JDS? They're going to bare knuckle fight. Seriously? Oh, JDS will kill him. All right, out of the red corner at +210 underdog. He is 2-5 as a UFC dog. 19 wins against 9 losses out of Sacramento, California. Max Griffin. Yeah, I'm surprised by that too, Billy. I feel like I missed out on a bet here. I said I didn't think there were really any good bets on this card, but Michael Morales, you know, it looks like maybe that was one of them. Dave Batista fought in MMA before. Where did he fight in MMA? I didn't know he actually had professional matches. Oh, good right hand from Griffin out of the gate. And I think Griffin's going to have to work quickly. Good left hand from Morales and an inside leg kick. I think Griffin's going to have to surprise Morales to really have a great chance in this fight. Oh, right hand on the temple from Morales. When you're 24, I mean, you feel invincible and your body behaves as if it's invincible. It's a lot different than how it feels at 37. Logan Paul wrestled for WWE today in London, and he went face first through a table, messed himself up bad, cut his shoulder, wide open, deep cut. Damn. Frankie says barista fought a tomato can. Now that you say that, I think I do remember that. That jogged my memory, Frankie. Wyatt or anybody, if anybody has a second, if you guys can look into how long the next verdict season is. I don't know if they've announced it, but oh, good one too there from Morales. It looks like the plan is for everybody to meet up at a UFC event at the end of that. And if other people are in on it, I think that whoever the winner is, the rest of us should pay for their ticket. I'm definitely willing to pitch in a little bit for that. Right hand down the pipe for Griffin. And the outside leg kick. Morales, he's very patient for 24 years old. A lot of times you still see, a lot of recklessness at this age. Not so much with Morales. He does a good job of covering up from that combination from Griffin there. Oh, good shot there from Morales. He's really picking his shots. That's something you can do when you're 24 and your opponent's 37. I have a thought. Don't you guys think verdict should add choice for split or unanimous decision when you choose the win? When you choose... Yeah, I agree. Give us more options there. Oh, big right hand from Griffin. And now Griffin's shooting for the takedown. Morales doing a good job of stopping this so far, but that might have been the best shot of the night. That right hand upstairs from Max Griffin. Good evening, Jim. What's up, my man? Who you got? Jake or Nate? So 8 rounds, so Jake gassing isn't as big an issue. Hope he gasses and Nate takes him out. Nate said he wanted the fight to be longer, though, and I thought Jake agreed. Good 1-2 there from Griffin. Shooting for another takedown here. He's got at the single there for a moment. Frank, I heard fighting got changed to 10 rounds. That's what I heard too. That's what it was, Robert. I think they are switching to 10 rounds now. I seen Jake Paul tweet out Nate Diaz asked to go 10 rounds. You got it. Actually, I know he did because I did a video on it. How could I forget that? A couple of good right hands there from Griffin. Nate also got Jake to agree to the size of gloves. Yes, so that will be 10 rounds. That's got to be coming up here now. I don't remember when that is. A good knee there from Morales. Griffin's had some great moments in this first round. Oh, nice counter right from Griffin. Morales going for the Superman punch. Griffin sees it coming and lands a counter right. 30 seconds left here in the first. Oh, big overhand right there from Morales. Another good right from Griffin, though. I think this is Griffin's round. He came out aggressive. I think he won most of the exchanges in this round. And Les Morales is able to do something big here in the last 10 seconds. Good body kick there from Morales. That's not going to do it, though. All right, 10-9, Max Griffin. And UFC fights have definitely been very hard to pick lately. A lot of underdogs cashing. I'm not really an underdog bettor. If I see something that really jumps out at me, like, oh, I really think they got that wrong, like I really think the fighter that they're saying is the underdog is, I think it's very likely to win, then I'd pull the trigger, but 10-9 Max, says Robert. Robert's dedicated, Jim. He's on a fishing boat right now talking to us on his tablet. All right, round 2. Good body kick there from Morales. What's up, New Britain Paulie in the house? Oh, big 1-2 there from Morales. And the left hand upstairs. Another big 1-2. Griffin is hurt. Oh, and Griffin lands a wild right hook. And there's a right hand from Morales. This is a brawl here in the second. Another big right from Michael. Oh, both guys landing big shots. Griffin stepping into the fire and giving as good as he gets. Oh, big 1-2 from Morales. Counter right from Griffin. Morales stalking Griffin right now. He's looking to finish this fight with one shot. Oh, nice counter right there from Griffin. His boxing is spectacular tonight. Big overhand right from Morales. And that being said, Morales can still finish it in one shot. There's a good left and the right hook upstairs from Morales. Good right uppercut from Griffin. Less than halfway through, this picks up. This could be a fight of the night candidate. Oh, good right hand from Morales. Good body kick from Griffin. Landing simultaneously. Good left there from Michael. Halfway through the second here. Oh, Morales starting to find the range. Good 1-2 there from Morales. Low leg kick from Griffin. And Max has had his moments in this round, but this has definitely been a Michael Morales round in my opinion so far. 2 minutes left in the second. Left hand there from Morales. Max ducks under. He's going deep with his takedown attempt. Morales doing a good job fighting it off. Good left hand there from Griffin. And another counter left there. Speaking of Griffin, it'll be Montel Griffin. The guy that first got to technically defeat Roy Jones Jr. when he won by disqualification. He will be fighting Mark the Hammer Coleman in a celebrity boxing match. Good left hand there from Morales. I think I'm okay to announce that, now that I say it. Oh, good right hand there from Griffin over the top. I think it is announced now. Mark told me that was probably going to be the fight about a month ago. Oh, good right hand from Morales and the right uppercut, left hand. Griffin's hurt. Oh, big 1-2. Morales with a big knee to the body. Breaks free. Oh, and we got a foul here. I think we got an eye poke.
Affected Griffin all that much. See if we can get another look at it. Previous two shots that got low were kind of on the follow through from a flying knee. This one was a clinch knee up the middle.
Now I was saying it's a low blow from a knee. I didn't see it. Let's watch the replay here.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I mean, it's around the belt line. And we're back at it. 30 seconds left here in the second. We'll count it down. 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20. You see punch stats. Say Griffin in the first, Morales in the second. That's how I have it. Good body kick from Morales. Morales trying to get Griffin to watch that right hand so he can hit him with the left. A little predictable. Good combination from Griffin. Right hand from Morales at the bell. 19-19 through 2 on my card. Ten rounds is unwise for Jake. Even if Nate punched hard all the time, still has insane cardio. Jake should ask for 6 rounds, right? Storming like a mother faker here. Oh, that sucks, man. Hopefully you get some... If you're going to have the storm, though, hopefully you get a thunder and lightning storm. I love thunder and lightning. My wife thinks I'm a little crazy because if there's a thunder and lightning storm, like, 30 minutes or even an hour away, I'll want to go drive out there to see it. All right, round 3 between Morales and Griffin, and we got a super chat. Philly D with his second donation of the night. Deuce. Getting us up to $4 in the beer jar. That's about how much it costs for a deuce of a decent brand now. Good one, too, there from Morales. Griffin going for the head kick. Fugen. Griffin shooting for the single leg. Morales punishes him with a 3-punch combination. Goes to the flying knee. Both guys throwing flurries, but Morales getting the better of that exchange. Good left hand there from Morales. And I cannot overstate how impressive I am with the composure of Michael Morales at 24 years old. Good left hand there from Morales. I mean, in there against a wily veteran like this and in a back and forth fight, I mean, he's fought a very disciplined fight. Yeah, he's thrown flurries, he's gone for finishes, but, I think he's picked his shots wisely. Oh, Griffin shooting for a takedown. Morales missed that Superman punch again. That has not been his friend. Luckily, he hasn't gotten punished too bad. He got hit with a big counter right last time he went for one. Need rain to put out some of these wildfires. Smoky around here. How many rounds was Jake versus Tommy match? I think it was 8. Smoky here too. I'm in upstate New York. Hey, and a big takedown for Max Griffin. A big sweep, and he's got a lot of time to work here. He's got 2:45 left in the third. Max Griffin could win this fight. Morales spins around to try to get the back. Griffin on one knee here, stands up. Good job of breaking free there, back to the center of the cage. Halfway through the round, both guys landing big shots. Good right uppercut from Max. And a good counter right from Griffin. If Morales does get through this with a win, he is not going to forget this fight. A good shot from Max. I'd like to see what the live odds are right now. Big left hook there from Griffin. I think Griffin's pulling ahead in this round. Oh, and there's a good left hand from Morales. Lot of time left, though, still in this fight. Good left hand from Michael. Goes to that flying knee again, unable to land it. Oh, Frankie Torizo with the super chat. This Fights with Friends, a great place to hang out. Thank you, my friend. Good left hand there from Morales and the right afterwards. All right, $6 in the old beer jar. Oh, good 1-2 there from Morales. The jab, the right hook behind it. It's a close fight. I think it is. Good straight right there from Griffin. Nice left from Morales. We'll see if the younger Morales can pick up the pace down the stretch. And he has picked up the pace this third round. Good exchange of lefts there. I do have Michael Morales winning this round, though, so far. Good right hand from Griffin. Griffin could really use a takedown here. It's Morales that gets it instead. Nice Ochigari on the inside, and Morales will end the round on top in side control. 29-28, Michael Morales on my card. Jake has never done more than 8 rounds. Be the first 10-rounder against Nate. Yeah, I'm going to say Nate takes him out in the 10th round. That's going to be my prediction. All right, to turn off the air conditioner here for a minute. I know it's noisy, but it was getting pretty damn warm in here. Yeah, no, that'll be a fun one. I'm looking forward actually to Nate and Jake. I know you know, everybody in the boxing and MMA community, especially the hardcores like us, are not the biggest Paul fans. They've gained my respect over the years for sure. I get that it's still a bit of a sideshow, and you know, they make more money and get more credit than better fighters. But I like that Nate's getting this opportunity. I hope he makes a ton of cash, comes back to the UFC, retires Conor McGregor. Agreed, Nate, 10th round knockouts. Robert.
Fights is just getting started. Coming up next, Top Rank Boxing's main card from Toledo, Ohio. The heavyweight main event featuring rising star Jared Anderson, who's 14-0 at 14 knockouts.
All right, and there you go. For those that still want to watch some fighting, you got ESPN heavyweight boxing after this. I won't be covering. I got some stuff to do tonight.
We go to the scorecards. All 3 judges score it 29-28 for your winner by unanimous decision. He is still undefeated.
Yeah, no mystery on this one. That's how I had it. 29-28, Michael Morales. But a hell of an effort from Max Griffin.
Michael, that was a tremendous performance. Congratulations, my friend. Every time we see you...
That's the kind of performance you want to see from a 24-year-old. Yeah, you know, we knew he could finish fights quickly. Can you get in a dogfight with a tough guy like Max Griffin and keep your composure at 24 years old? Michael Morales did that tonight. Nate is going to lose. Keep dreaming, says what? Oh, he is a 2-1 underdog.
Experienced fighter that someone's been a lot here. He's got a lot to prove and a lot to show for inside of the octagon.
There's a reason at this point that Jake is the favorite. Damn, not doing too good tonight picking fights. It's not easy, man.
How confident were you?
Parecía que a cada round que veíamos, a cada asalto, mejorabas y te sentías más confortable con la pelea. Y incluso estaba ahí.
Yeah, I missed another one there. I had Max Griffin by decision. I'm getting my ass beat tonight.
Tenía que ir calentando poco a poco, seguir subiendo nivel, pero todo salió bien. Escuché mucho en mi esquina. Sé que tuve que haber golpeado más, reaccionado más, pero los nervios no me dejaron moverme, pero salí con la victoria.
I did get the win on Aaron Lipski, but I didn't get a lot of points because I picked second round submission.
after a fight, as the fight was moving, I kept getting better. Also listening to my corner a lot, and you can see I get the nerves kind of got me a little bit, but afterwards everything was just smooth.
All right, co-main event up next. Well, we said the nerves kind of got to him in this one. I guess it's a good thing this fight set the apex. Although, I wonder, for some of these fighters, if it's actually a little more nerve-wracking to fight at the apex once they get like 200 or 300 people in there, especially when you have big stars like Mel Gibson and some of these guys that you can look out and pick them out of the crowd because they're right there with you. As opposed to a huge crowd where it just probably kind of all just blends in. I mean, I've, just a few fights, but I have fought in front of a crowd of 10,000 in boxing. And when we used to do the tough man competitions in my 20s. And I'll tell you, it did kind of just all kind of blend in. Sometimes you could hear particular voices from up close in the crowd, but for the most part, it kind of just blended in. All right, co-main event. Grant Dawson and Damir Ismagulov, U.S. versus Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan, formerly of the USSR, of course. Nate's been boxing since he was a teen. Yeah, he does. He does have a lot of experience with the hands. I mean, it is. It's different when you get the bigger gloves in there, of course. And I mean, I think one of the things that can't be overstated enough is Jake's a lot younger. He's a lot younger. He's a lot bigger. He's got more power. That I think I can say without a doubt. Don't care how long Nate's been boxing. Jake can box and he's bigger. Nate is going to take a beating. Says what? Yeah, we'll see. So far, Wyatt's the man tonight. Yeah, I know Wyatt was killing it earlier. Holy jeez, 3,582 points. Experiencer right behind him, though, at 3,105. Oh, I'm just a dirty dog tonight. I only have 338 points in 9th place. Billy up there in 4th, 904. And then unemployed Harlequin Harrier always in the mix for 1st. Plus 13. LP so far, if we were to end right now, 917 points on the night. Nate doesn't have power. The scar tissue is going to be the biggest issue, I feel. Yeah, good points, Robert. Hard to argue. At my brother's resort, I talked to and played pool with a 1960 Golden Glove boxer. His name is Jerry Matthews. He's 82 now. Talk boxing for hours. Oh, that's awesome. He's from Pennsylvania. It'll be a great interview. Yeah, give me his information, or I'll get mine. I'm always up to talk boxing. If you want, I can ask him if you want to chat with you for a video. Yeah, hey, sounds good, man. Yeah, I'd talk to him. That sounds like a fun interview. Get a good perspective of a guy that was in it in the 60s. guys, if you see me looking down here, I think I'm gonna order a some Pizza Hut for me and the kid. The wife's out of town with the daughter in Spokane, so we're kind of living the bachelor life this week. All right, Volkanovski and Rodriguez. That is next week. I am sad to be missing that fight, but you know, got to go do some celebrating with the wifey. Our anniversary, if you guys don't know, our anniversary is actually on July 4th. So. Dang, 6 wings? 6 wings at Pizza Hut. That's supposed to be a deal for $10 now for 6 wings. Man. Alright, next week's card, Bolton Nichols, Trayshawn Gore, Jalen Turner. Better get that win, Jalen. I got a lot of money riding on him against Dan Hooker. Robert Whitaker, Dricus Duplessis. The winner is said to get the next shot at Izzy. Of course, Brandon Moreno in the co-main event, defending his flyweight championship against Alexander Pantoja. And then the main event next week, Alexander Volkanovski defending his featherweight championship against interim champion Yair Rodriguez. And there is Ismagulov warming up in the back. There's Grant Dawson warming up. Co-main event coming up next. All right, Grant Dawson 19-1-1, Ismagulov 24-2. Great records between these two. I think this is a great job by the matchmakers. I think this is a fun looking. I think this should be a fun fight. side. Sorry for the break here. Like I said, I was not ordering a pizza. Well, am I killing any chance? Missing the two biggest pay-per-view weekends. Two biggest. Thank you, Josh. Yeah, I don't think the wife would be very happy with me missing our anniversary weekend since she's not here for this weekend. She's not going to be here for the 4th. Only one thinking Sean is getting the L here. I think his fight is a toss-up, man. Fireworks incoming via Strickland. Thank you, Billy.
I gotta know what a $5 shake tastes like.
All right, predictions for the co-main event. He's real famous, I guess, in the 60s. Was Pennsylvania State Champion, 1961, I think he said. Yeah, I'd love to talk to him, though, man. What's the second one, though, Billy? You said missing the two biggest pay-per-view weekends. What's the second one? I'm just missing one. Any 90s RVD fans? RVD. You're going to have to translate it for me. Sorry. All right. Damir Ismagulov won 19 of his last 20 fights. 12 wins by knockout. Former M1 global lightweight champion. No. No. Just this one. Just July 8th. No, I'm not going anywhere into July. 11-fight unbeaten streak for Grant Dawson. 17 of his 19 wins by finish. These guys are both finishing machines. Strickland and Nina Drama's interview was awesome. That guy is a crazy facker. All right, Damir Ismagulov, 3 years older at 32, both men 5'10". Ismagulov will have a 2-inch reach advantage at 74 inches. Grant Dawson, a slight underdog at plus 100. Damir Ismagulov, minus 120 favorite. So yeah, that's about as even as your odds are going to get. I have a feeling this could be a quick one. All right, first out of the blue corner, a plus 100 underdog out of Coconut Creek, Florida. 19 wins against just 1 loss and 1 draw. He is the number 15th ranked lightweight in the world, Grant Dawson. And that's about where you have to be. It's about 19-1 to break the top 15 anymore, or have an incredible list of opponents. Out of the red corner, a minus 120 favorite out of Orenburg, Russia. 24 wins against just 2 losses. He is the number 12th ranked lightweight in the world, Damir Ismagulov. All right, guys, we got some good old USA versus Russia right here on 4th of July weekend. Dawson, Ismagulov. Let's go. Both of these guys can be fast finishers. They also know how serious this fight is, though, and how good their opponent is. Good inside leg kick there from Dawson. Dawson shooting early for the takedown. Good defense from Ismagulov. Catches a body kick attempt from Dawson. Oh, good left hook from Dawson right on the chin. Oh, big shot from Ismagulov. And good defense from Dawson. He's going to kind of turn it around. We'll see if he can end up on top here. A bit of a stalemate here. Technically, Dawson is on top here. Okay, and he is inside the open guard of Ismagulov. Grant Dawson has now been credited with taking down all 9 UFC opponents.
All right, team, that's it.
And Grant Dawson has the back. See if Ismagulov can fight this off. Oh, he's fighting the hands now. Dawson's got him stretched out, but it looks like Ismagulov not in big trouble yet. Big elbow there from Dawson. Dawson doing a good job of stretching Ismagulov. Oh, that was a brutal elbow. And another one right across the bridge of the nose. What great angles to get those elbows in. I don't know if I've seen anyone land elbows quite like that with the hooks in. Somehow he was able to maneuver his body around to get a great amount of leverage and drop those elbows right on the face of Ismagulov. Those were brutal. Oh, another big elbow towards the top of the head there from Dawson. And Ismagulov doing a pretty good job of fighting this off right now. But Dawson not letting go of the hooks here. Good, smart defense there from Ismagulov, taking that left shoulder to roll, kind of rolling it over in the way of Dawson, taking away any chance of him getting to the chin. Up until 93, I was in wrestling. Then UFC came. Nice. Started pro wrestling, then MMA during Pride Glory years. I started with wrestling and boxing at the same time, I guess, and then, yeah, and then went to MMA. Oh, Dawson on top and mount, raining down shots. Ismagulov in trouble again. Dawson unloading. And decides to start going for the choke again. And Ismagulov just too good at fighting that off. Now he's going back to the striking. Landing some big shots here. Oh, man. Yeah, this is monster ground and pound right now. 10 seconds left here in the first. This might be a 10-8 for Dawson. Dominant round for Grant Dawson. All right, round 2 coming up. No, I definitely will not miss UFC 291 though, Billy. Gaethje, Poirier 2. And I hate that they do this, but Canelo Alvarez and Jermell Charlo is the same weekend, same day. Anybody else think that last round might have been a 10-8 for Grant? My boss was Dino Bravo, the original wrestler. Worked for him for years in the CMAT business. I remember Dino Bravo. Oh yeah, I was watching back there in the 80s. That's when I was a kid. All right, here we go. Round 2. Right hand down the pipe from Ismagulov to start the second. Another good right there from Izzy. Good knee from Dawson. Grant Dawson, I said, had an incredible first round. I gave him a 10-8. Ismagulov's got some work to do. Oh, and a good overhand right there from Ismagulov. And the left hand upstairs. Grant Dawson got that takedown, had Ismagulov in a lot of trouble, but he had to work for everything in that first round. And they exchanged left hands. These guys are very evenly matched. Big right hand on the chin from Ismagulov. And Dawson's going to shoot again. Oh, he picks Ismagulov up and takes him to the center of the cage. Good job by Ismagulov grabbing in between the legs of Dawson, though, to stop him from getting the big slam in the center of the cage. It looked like Dawson was going to go all Tito Ortiz on him in the center with that slam, but great defensive move from Ismagulov. And now Dawson ending up on top here. They're kind of twisted up like pretzels here, though. Dawson looks like he's going for a wrestling pin. We were talking about WWE. And they ended up in a few wrestling moves here. Crawford versus Spence is that day. Canelo fights in September. Am I thinking of another big boxing match that day then? Oh, Dawson had the back again there for a moment. I am really impressed at how dominant Dawson has been on the ground. Ismagulov is not an easy guy to do this to. And he is riding him again with hooks in. Grant Dawson, just a spectacular performance so far. Yeah, it is not my night for picks tonight. Apparently, I picked Ismagulov second round submission. Dino got shot? Oh, geez. His company is Bravo Cement, not the guy with the Quebec flag. That guy bought his name from him. Ah. Yes, Dino got killed while hustling cigarettes. But the murder was never... I remember hearing about that. Mafia whacked him in Montreal, says Jim. Yeah, mafia murders are often not solved. And Dawson's got the back with hooks in once again here. Oh, he's under the chin. Oh, he was for a moment. I don't know why he let go of that. He didn't like the position or something, I guess. But another dominant round here for Grant Dawson. Yeah, he's just having a hard time getting under the chin of Ismagulov, but he is punishing him with that ground and pound. Over 7 minutes now of ground control time for Grant Dawson. In just under 10 minutes of fighting. That's how you dominate a fight. Oh, big elbows there from Dawson. He's got to be careful not to catch Ismagulov in the back of the head. Looked like one of those might have. That's what I thought, says Jay Dig. Another great elbow there from Grant. Another big, dominant round. All right, through 2, I have it 20-17, Grant Dawson. My dad worked for a mob-run restaurant in the 70s, but wouldn't work for them directly. Probably smart, Frankie. He's still alive, so... That's pretty cool to have been around those guys, though. I am infatuated with mafia culture. Me and the kids just watched all 3 Godfathers this week, actually. All right, and an embrace, and the third and final round here in a great co-main event. Good left hook there from Grant Dawson. Well, great if you're Grant Dawson, I guess. Good body kick from Ismagulov to start out the second, but Dawson lands a double jab. We'll see how long it is before Dawson goes for another takedown. There it is. He's got the body lock, picks up Ismagulov, takes him down, starts going for the choke immediately this time. He's got the hooks in again. And I'm seeing from the world of Twitter, they're putting on there a lot of 2017s. So, and that's what I had it. They went in his house and mowed him down. Jesus. Oh, Dawson. Dawson real aggressive towards his choke this round. What kind of movement is that? He's got his Ismagulov hands, or his arms all wrapped up. This is not any sort of submission. It's like a full Nelson, I guess. Almost like a full Nelson, but, I mean, Ismagulov was not doing anything from there. He might be up a little high this time for the choke attempt. Oh, Grant Dawson, very impressive, Wyatt. My grandparents owned and lived in Vegas for 40-plus years. Lots of things they wouldn't tell me. Ha. On property. The Controni fellows were accused but never convicted. Mr. Kleiner, if I remember right. In his recliner. Yeah, I do remember hearing about that now. Yeah, I knew the people and let them in. Well, he worked for them. Basket hold. Yeah, that was I don't know, that was an interesting move there. I don't know if that was an actual submission attempt or whatever, but when Grant had Ismagulov's arms all wrapped up there. Yeah, Ismagulov, he has just been drowning for 13 minutes here. I'm sure he'll be very happy when this fight's over. And Ismagulov trying to drop some elbows on the thigh of Dawson, trying to, just trying to do anything he can. Dawson kind of wants him to go for some of these sorts of strikes because he wants that choke to open up. At this point, I don't think he's getting it anymore. I think Ismagulov's going to end up fighting it off and probably losing this by a decision. Oh, he might be under the chin now, though. Nope, Ismagulov pulls it off. And it appears that Dawson's talking to him. He's jawing with him a little bit, too. More big shots here from Dawson in the ground and pound. I would have never thought that he would dominate, that Grant Dawson would dominate Ismagulov to this level. Looks like it's going to be U.S. versus Russia. Looks like it's going to be 1-1 heading into the main event. Kevin Lee fell for us in that first match. It looks like Grant Dawson's going to get one back. 1-1 heading into the main. Sean Strickland and Abus Magomedov for all the marbles. Oh, and Ismagulov is able to escape and end up on top as time expires. 29-27. Grant Dawson. Or excuse me. 30-26. I don't know why that 29-27. 30-26. Grant Dawson. Godfather 3 sucked. The only long book I ever read was The Godfather. I have a Godfather tattoo. Oh, nice. I've never read the books. I probably need to go back and yeah, 3 is definitely disappointing. I don't want to spoil it for anybody that hasn't watched the series, but 1 and 2 are amazing. I mean, I thought 3 had some good spots, but it just definitely doesn't stand up with 1 and 2. I think if Godfather 3 had been like its own movie apart from the series, I think, people would have liked it okay. I think I would have liked it okay. But 1 and 2 are just such masterpieces. What do you think of Goodfellas, Frankie? That's another one of my favorites. All right, here we go. We'll get the official decision.
Well,
this should be a no-brainer.
We go to the judges' scorecards. The totals are 30-26, 30-27, and 30-27. All for your winner by unanimous decision, Grant KGD.
Wow, what a performance from Grant Dawson.
I'm here with the winner, Grant Dawson. Go ahead.
And he's going to embrace Ismagulov.
Unlucky, brother. I'm here with the winner, Grant Dawson. Grant, I mean, that was about as dominant as you can get. For people that don't realize how good Damir Ismagulov is, I mean, he's exceptional. You went out there, you closed him down in every single area.
Before we do any of that, this performance was 10% me. Those men standing behind you, it was 90% them. The coaches and teammates that I have at American Top Team are second to none. I get my ass kicked every single day. They are the best team. Thank you, Thiago. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Thiago. Gabriel.
All right, Grant Dawson giving respect where respect is due to one of the best teams in the game.
Dawson, actually. Dawson, you are the love of my life. love you, bitch.
Oh, there we go. Not sure what to say to that. Listen, that was amazing. Damir Ismagulov is top of the food chain. You went out there, you dominated. The only thing you didn't get was the finish.
Yeah.
You said you want people to say, man, this kid is good. I'm telling you, they're going to say, man, this kid is a problem.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I think that...
Yeah, Grant Dawson's a problem for everyone in that division.
I'm a good soldier. Listening to those guys, having them walk me through it, it's all them. My teammate, Moises, all of these guys told me what to do, and I went out there and did it. He was setting up
Goodfellas and Casino. I've never watched Casino, actually. We might end up watching that this week in respect to Godfather. Watch Godfather 1 and 2 with my grandmother from Sicily.
Right, so
oh, nice. She's born for World War II. It's really cool, the insight she gave me.
Whoever it is, I'm here to tell you
She's
guys,
just trying to be Camru.
Islam Makhachev, you are the GOAT, but I am your replacement.
Very well said.
Whoa. Islam Makhachev, you are the GOAT. I am your replacement. I don't know, big.
Listen, if you knew Elle, you knew that she would appreciate that. She's a fighter in her own right, an atom weight, and she is. She's a bad A.
Well, and the other thing that he
Big win there for Grant Dawson. Can't overstate how big that win is. All right, guys, I'm gonna go refill the water jug here. Some of you, Joanna chain check. Cute little Poland there in the crowd. Limited seating there. That 250, 300, I think, that actually get into the Apex. It's, Mel Gibson's got one of those seats. So even Juliana Janchek maybe wasn't guaranteed a seat, but she's there. All right, some of you are going to get an ad. I'm going to go get some water. I will be right back. And here he comes out of Anaheim, California, with the most wins in UFC Apex history. Sean Strickland. Odds almost even for this fight. I swear, Sean looks like he just woke up, but he always looks like he just woke up. 10 wins by knockout, highest strike defense among active middleweights with 66.2%. Fourth highest significant strike rate in middleweight history. Over 6 strikes landed per minute. That's big. That's a big number. Yeah, my casino is mandatory for every person to watch. I watched Raging Bull. Didn't need to watch it again. A Raging Bull, that's a good movie. That's a tough movie to get through, though. Yeah, I don't know if that's a repeat movie. That's a tough one. If you've seen it, I think you probably know what I'm talking about. It is Robert De Niro nails that role, though. All right, both men, 32 years old. Magomedov, an inch taller at 6'2". Weight the same. Magomedov with a 2-inch reach advantage at 78 inches. Sean Strickland, the slight favorite, minus 150 here. Abus Magomedov, plus 130 dog.
The world, Las Vegas, Nevada. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. 5 rounds scheduled this in the UFC middleweight division. Sanctioned by the Nevada.
All right, guys, 5 rounds at a middleweight. Maybe some title implications on the line still for some of these. I know Sean Strickland, you know, he lost Mike Bell, Junichiro Camillo, and Ron McCarthy are the judges. Excuse me. Mark Smith will be the referee. I think Sean Strickland could still get back in that mix. And Abus Magomedov, if he's not there already, he could be there after a victory here. It's not the deepest division, as you guys know. But Alex Ferreira has went up to the next division. All right, out of the blue corner, he has a plus 130 underdog out of Dusseldorf, Germany. 24 wins against 4 losses. Abus Magomedov. And out of the red corner, he is a minus 150 favorite out of Corona, California. 26 wins against 5 losses. Presenting the number 7 ranked middleweight in the world, Sean Strickland. And Russia versus USA. It is 1-1. This is the tiebreaker. Here we go. Good front kick to the body from Magomedov and the outside leg kick. Oh, nice right hook and a left hand behind from Magomedov and the left kick to the body. Now the inside leg kick. Magomedov starting early. Oh, jab from Strickland, but Strickland gets poked in the eye early. Would be a timeout for that one. Let's rewatch it. Yeah, that was.
Yeah, that was decent.
Yeah, Magomedov got in there pretty deep. No question, that was an eye poke. Wonder what the UFC sponsorship thinks right before Sean Strickland goes out to talk to the media. Right? I'm sure they are very uncomfortable, Paulie. Oh man, please.
Real quick, can you continue? Fortunately, they made the change, as I said.
Yeah, and the pressure to make that decision. Of course, you want to continue, but
he's got 5 minutes, and Strickland didn't even think about it. He said, "Yes, I want to continue."
Accidental. We do have to be in control of our weapons. He will receive a stern warning, but it wasn't on purpose. The problem is the fingers are exposed because of the ground.
He said to get frustrated after a poke can make you start fighting emotionally. Yeah, and I mean, Strickland, he's about as emotional as these fighters get.
You know what I mean? Because he wasn't even trying to punch.
So you do kind of worry about that. F your Strickland's corner.
Well, 2 minutes down, 3 remaining. He's saying it's blurry.
he said it's double vision.
He's still saying it's blurry and there's double vision. Wow, this would be horrible if...
We all know Sean Strickland is as tough as they come, but he's got to be smart about it.
If this fight got canceled, man, what a travesty that would be.
You might just say it in passing, you might just not get the meaning the words that come out your mouth, but if the doctor hears things like, I can't see, they'll call this off.
Halfway through the 5 minutes.
Compromised vision, Michael Bisping.
And I think Sean Strickland's saying he's good to go. Here we go.
There we go.
That's a hard one. Yeah.
Tough son of a bitch. Sean Strickland. All right, so the fight clock will be 30 seconds off because of the timeout there. Good front kick to the body there from Magomedov. I thought Magomedov had a good amount of momentum through those first 30 seconds. Good exchange there. Oh, good low leg kick there from Magomedov. Strickland popping that jab out there as he is famous for doing. Landing a lot of strikes. Good right hook and a left hand from Magomedov. It's early in this fight, but a lot of these exchanges, Magomedov's really had Strickland's number. We'll see if he can figure out the puzzle here. Good left hand there from Strickland. Left hand to the body from Magomedov, and he lands the front kick to the body. Oh, good left hand there from Magomedov. He's just really beating Strickland in these little boxing exchanges. A couple of good left hands to the body, and then the front kick to the body from Magomedov. Magomedov seems to be quicker. He seems to have better timing. As I said, it's very early. Good 1-2 there from Magomedov. Good straight right from Strickland. Wow, both guys landing in that exchange. Oh, what an overhand right from Magomedov. He is throwing that over the top of Strickland. You know they watched a lot of tape to see that. Good low leg kick. Oh, a couple of good outside leg kicks from Magomedov. Just a great solid round for him so far. Lands a combination upstairs and the outside leg kick is Magomedov. And Strickland moving forward. I mean, he's trying to press the action here, but Magomedov keeps countering him as he comes forward. Oh, big right hook from Magomedov. Yeah, this first round is really a problem so far for Strickland. Oh, good front kick to the body there from Magomedov. Oh, head kick Magomedov! And Strickland, I mean, Strickland's just a psycho. He just stands there and looks at him. Oh, hey, you kicked me in the head. You kicked me in the head, okay. Oh, man. Magomedov on top with hooks in. He's going for the submission here in the first. Strickland Strickland doing a good job ripping the hands of Magomedov off and immediately getting back to his feet. He stays so calm. Good jab from Strickland. Good outside leg kick from Mag. Front body kick from Magomedov. Both guys land a right hand. You see Magomedov outlanding Strickland 3-1 in this first round, though. Very unusual for Strickland, who lands over 6 strikes per minute on the norm. Good left hand there from Magomedov. And Strickland gets through with a couple of left hands there. And a third. Oh, big left hook there from Magomedov. So a quick start for Magomedov. Strickland seems to be getting in a rhythm towards the last couple of minutes of that round. It's going to be interesting. Because Magomedov was definitely beating Strickland to the punch, in most of those early exchanges. Strickland is a veteran of these 5-round fights, though. I mean, he knows he's got a long time. Nonetheless, 10-9 Magomedov, easy one to call. They are really taking some extra time to start these rounds today. It's really not making the time clock any easier. Took an extra 15 seconds there. Strickland checks that leg kick from Magomedov, lands a left hand. And Magomedov, obviously known as a much faster starter than Strickland. Good right hand there from Magomedov. There's a 1-2 from Strickland, though, in the straight right. Strickland stalking, 1-2 and a right uppercut. Left hand on the chin from Sean. Oh, and there's a jab and a right hook from Strickland. Already looking like a much different fighter. Big right hand for Sean. And a combination from Magomedov. He comes back. We got a battle here, guys. Good left hand there from Strickland. Oh, double jab and a right hook from Sean. Straight right on the chin from Strickland. And another. Oh, what a combination from Strickland. 5-punch combination. Ends it with the left hook. He looks like a different fighter this round. Jab and a right hook there from Sean. And there's a big one too. Counter right gets through for Magomedov. But Strickland totally outstriking Magomedov here in the second so far. Left hook, right hand combo. And there's the one and the right hand behind it for Strickland. Good left hand for Magomedov. But he looks like he might be sucking wind already. Magomedov's tired. 1-2. How can you be tired in the second round of a 5-round fight? Strickland lands a brutal combination. Magomedov's hurt. And there's the right uppercut to the body from Strickland. Left hand upstairs. Magomedov has a huge cardio problem right now. And he's got a long time to go. Halfway through the second. Oh, big 1-2 for Sean. And a brutal combination in with a big right and another big right for Strickland. Mark Smith is starting to really keep an eye on Magomedov now. Strickland is just lighting him up. 2 more big rights from Sean. Oh, blistering speed, body, and head for Sean Strickland. His cardio was off the charts. Good left hook to the body for Magomedov, but he is exhausted. Magomedov getting desperate with some of these shots now. Lands a good right hook. Oh, man. Strickland blistering again with uppercuts and hooks. He's really mixing it up tonight, too. Just looking at Magomedov's body, I don't know what his weight cut is, but he could have had a tough weight cut. Anytime you see the guys that are just like super defined, like TJ Dillashaw was going into that flyweight bout against Henry Cejudo, if you can see every muscle, that's not necessarily a good thing. Oh, good one too, and another right from Strickland. And Magomedov is just getting pieced up right now. Oh! A huge right hand from Strickland. And he is laying ground and pound. This fight could be over. Strickland with combinations of right. And it is over. Sean Strickland finishes the show in the second round. Excuse me. Sean Strickland is an absolute animal. And 2-1, America wins the battle versus USSR on 4th of July weekend. It started out a little iffy. Kevin Lee went down quickly in 55 seconds, but Grant Dawson put on an incredible performance, dominating Ismagulov for 3 rounds, and now it is Sean Strickland. After giving up the first round, kind of seemed like Magomedov was maybe beating him to the punch. Sean knew what he was doing. He wore Abus down and took him out in the second. 2-1 America. USA, baby, says Billy. Get him. Strickland has no quit. Yes. Strickland for the win. I'm late on the call, but that's it. Glad Strickland won it, though, says Jim. Oh, my picks were garbage. I had Abus Magomedov by decision. Officially Mike's worst card on Verdict. It's all good, bro. I've been there myself. Oh, yeah, it was horrible. Oh, you're going to pass me here, Billy. You might have passed me. You probably did.
Sean Strickland's heading in studio with the crew over on ESPN+. But first, we make the result official with Joe Martinez. In comes officially 4 minutes, 20 seconds, round number 2. Referee Mark Smith steps in, puts a halt to this fight for your winner by TKO, Sean Strickland!
Yeah, I got one fight right tonight.
Sean Strickland, Sean. Congratulations, buddy. That was a sensational performance. Bit of a shaky start in the first round. We had the eye pokes, but talk me through it from your perspective, man.
Good eye poke. I'm still seeing double. At the end of the day, guys, we got 5 rounds of fun, you guys. I ain't slowing down. I ain't stopping. So you want to go have a good first round and wrestle and do some little Peter Pan kicks?
Peter Pan kicks. I love it.
2, 3, 4, and 5.
Listen, you took a big chance tonight. You know, you took on this guy. You'd only had 1 win in the UFC. You risked your ranked position, but you said you love to fight. You want to fight frequently.
And the great Teddy Atlas just comparing Sean Strickland to the great marvelous Marvin Hagler.
And they paid me really good for this fight. And that's because of you fucking guys, so thank you.
Correct, Amanda. Without the fans, we're nothing. Now listen. You're ranked number 7. You've been in there with some of the best in the world. I think tonight that was one of your best performances. You've been beating the drum for a long time about a title fight. But is there somebody that you're going to name that you want next?
I want the title, man. I want the title. And if you don't want to give me the title, give me meat, because I want the title. I want to fight the first and only Chinese champion. Let's do this.
Talk to me about those eye pokes. How hurt were you in round 1?
Oh, man, I almost got pregnant off that one. It was pretty deep, you guys. There was a coward in me. There was a coward in me that almost said, why don't we just stop this? But I heard you guys over there yell in the back, and I was like, I got to do this shit. We're going to make this happen.
Well, congratulations on a stunning performance, Sean. Really remarkable.
Thank you. 2 things. I want to dedicate this fight to Maria. She's a teammate fighting cancer. She's in Mexico. She's all
and no matter how you felt about Sean Strickland in the past, I think he became a fan favorite tonight.
I want to bring back some morals to a country. I love this fucking country, so don't get uptight.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Sean.
So there you go, Sean Strickland, and I second that. I love this fucking country!
Tonight here in the Apex, no fighter has won more in the home of the UFC.
Sean Strickland, 7-0, now in the Apex, holding it down for the US of A on 4th of July weekend. I can get a whole lot better than that. Strickland said he trained with Ferreira. Really? I didn't know that. That's pretty awesome. I feel like Strickland's personality is real. I think he officially became a fan favorite tonight. Me too, Mike. I picked same as you. Oh, crap. It was a decent card. Bangers all over the card. Yeah, it was a good card. I only picked Abus because I was behind on points, says Jim. Kevin Lee used to be a very promising contender. Sad to see him struggle in the preliminary card of an Apex show. Yeah, that was a great fucking line. I almost got pregnant off that one. Dude, J-Dig out of nowhere won this week. Oh, damn. Did he pass Wyatt? Mine's not updated. Maybe I need to close it because he was behind 2,000 points. Damn, congrats, Bill. That's big points. 3103 this week and fourth. But yeah, J Dig, 5,390 points. Wow. He had Sean Strickland by knockout. 4,380 points earned. Damn. I don't know if J-Dig, I don't know if you're in here, but that's a hell of a comeback, man. Wyatt putting more space in between him and the drunk in charge for first place. And I believe Billy just passed me for the season. Season 1, yes, Billy by 5 points. All right, it's going to be an exciting last week. And Wyatt Matheson, hate to say this to you, but Robert, I hate to have the celebration party early, but Wyatt Matheson, you have officially won Season 1. You are ahead of Robert Kerrigan by 33 points, and he is unable mathematically to catch you next week. Wyatt Matheson, congratulations, the champion of our Season 1 MMA Fantasy. Robert, you're safe for second. Billy just passed me for fourth. Next week, go Billy. I'm coming for you. Coming to take my spot back. I got to at least be in the top 4. Unemployed Harlequin. Been solid every week. Won several of those weeks too. Solidly in third. You will finish in third. Nobody's close enough to catch you. So 1 through 3 are settled. Wyatt Matheson first. Robert Kerrigan second. Unemployed Harlequin third. Next week, the rest of us will fight it out. Some close battles at 6 and 7. You got Ziggy 814 in 6th place with a 1-point lead on Greg Brinstone. The other close battle, of course, is between me and Billy. Congrats, Billy. Beat me by 11 LP this week. Took over 4th place by 5 points. 271 to 266. So my picks have really got to be on point next week. J Dig with the 23 LP though. I have a feeling J Dig probably entered late and didn't pick every week, or he would have been up there much higher. He's going to be hell. He's going to be hell next time though. Next season. What's up, Phil? America! No offense to all the great fight friends here around the world, but we are the best. Love you. Cheers. Thank you for the donation. Another donation. Third of the night for Phil D. Getting us up to $16 on this 4th of July weekend.
gotta know what a $5 shake tastes like.
All right, let's get up in the chat. Picked 4th round KO though. Damn, that was great, J-Dig. Dude, you're gonna be hell. You're gonna be hell to deal with next season. Put all on Strickland. I see that. That's a t-shirt, Snuka-Cola. Gotta love Sean. I picked 4th round KO though. Always liked him from the start. J-Dig 4,389 in the last fight. Yeah, that's crazy. Congrats, Wyatt. You officially clinched season 1 verdict. Thanks, Billy. Rob ran out of weed. It was a game changer. Hey, congrats. Robert held on to first place for most of the season. Still coming in second with 17. I mean, I gotta imagine, you know, we're one of the more competitive leagues out there, especially like our top 10. So, oh, you can catch third, 17 back. You're right then, because if you get 23, yeah. I was about to say, Billy could get third. Jim, if I win or get top 3 and Jim finishes 9th or back, I can get third. What year was Pulp Fiction set in? How much is $5 these days? Inflation, right? I don't know when it was set. I know it came out in 94. It seems like it was probably set in the 70s. So a $5 milkshake would have been, God, for inflation from the 70s, that's got to be a $25 milkshake today. You could still get a $5 milkshake 2 years ago. Now, I don't know. Maybe you can get a Burger King $5 milkshake. Yeah, told me I'm top 25% of all of verdict. Congratulations, J-Dig, and thank you for the super chat. Set in 94. Okay, if you pay attention to the Vietnam War, you see. Thank you, Billy. I had to think about it. I'm going to have to study then, Billy. 3rd to 9th would suck. No, you wouldn't go down to 9th altogether. He's saying if you get 9th, he'll take. If you get 9th in next week, then he could get 3rd. Yeah, it's going to be a competitive week. But like I said, congratulations. Wyatt and Robert, top 2. $5 in 1970 is $39.20 today. $40 shake. Shit. But if it was in 94, let's see if Siri has it. What was $5 in 1994 at the rate of inflation? Not sure if I asked her. $10.26. I don't believe that. It seems like it's going to be more than that. But there you go online. 10.26. That's got to be old though. That's got to be 2019. I would imagine. I don't know. It says 2023. 10.20. Anyways, $10.50 shake. Still pretty damn expensive. Mike, it's over $10 now. $10 shake. Sorry, 20. Royale with cheese, right? Set in 94, over $20 now. Yeah, I don't buy that inflation calculator because you guys all know how many things are 5 times what they were in 94. Pretty much everything. At least 4. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us on the 4th of July weekend. I know a lot of people out of town doing their own thing. Even people that were doing their own thing, though, tuned in. Phil D., Robert Kerrigan. Thanks for tuning in while you're on vacation. 1027, final answers, Frankie. Strickland will be co-main in a pay-per-view next fight. I am predicting. Definitely should be, man. Thanks, everyone. Enjoy the weekend. You too, Wyatt. Congrats again. So Phil says, I just spent over $40 the other day for 4 double cheeseburgers and a large fry. A couple small things on the side. Sounds about right, man. Good night, all. At Mickey D's? Oh, shit. Yeah, that's kind of scary. That's $10-15 worth of food a couple years ago. Don't forget my B-Day in a week. Peeps, love you. Night, family. All right. What day is it, Billy? Is it next Saturday? Have a great 4th, Mike and folks. Peace. Take a shot for my birthday. Is it on Saturday, Billy? I know Facebook will tell me because we're Facebook friends. The 11th. Okay. What day is the 11th? That's a Tuesday. All right. All right, guys. As always, I love you. I respect you. And God bless the United States of America. Fuck yeah.